Welcome back to our series on the Holy Bible. As we always mention at the beginning of a release, we are curators as high end librarians. And one of the archives that we are very honored to release each time is the Holy Bible, which is one of the oldest archives that we have. So we left off on chapter 28. Now, as I tell you with the genealogy, I'm actually a little tired today. So my accent may come out a little more when I'm working with the old English and the old words. So bear with me. Those are my names of endearment for you. Okay. In chapter 28, we have basically left off where Isaac has blessed Jacob. And in choosing a wife, he didn't want him to have a Canaan wife. He wanted him to go to Panadaram, where his wife's people were, and to pick a wife from there. Also, in the meantime, Esau, hearing that his father didn't want that Canaan wife for one of his sons, he chose to go to Ismail and his family, and he chose a wife there. And I forgot the name of that one. And then Jacob went, and that's where we get Jacob's ladder. He went there and he put a stone there, and from there was a ladder built to the heavens, and that's where we left off at. And also, he will surely, for the blessing at this point in time, he will surely give a tenth unto thee for the blessings that were given to him from the Jacob's ladder of the things that he received. So now we're in chapter 29, and it says, Then Jacob went on his journey and came to the land of the people of the east. And he looked, and behold, a well in the field, and lo, there were the 3 flocks of sheep lying by it. For out of that well that watered the flocks, and a great stone was upon the well's mouth. And thither were all the flocks gathered, and they rolled the stone from the well's mouth, and watered the sheep, and put the stone again upon the well's mouth to its place. And Jacob said unto them, My bereaved, whence be ye? And they said, Of Haran are we. And he said unto them, Know ye Laban, the son of Nahor? And they said, We know him. And he said unto them, Is he well? And they said, He is well. And behold, Rachel, his daughter, cometh with the sheep. And he said, Lo, is it yet high day, neither is it time that the cattle should be gathered together. Water they sheep and go and feed them later, and feed them. And they said, We cannot until all the flocks be gathered together, until they roll the stone from the well's mouth, then we water the sheep. And while he said, Speak with them, Rachel came with her father's sheep, but she kept them. And he came to pass, when Jacob saw Rachel, the daughter of Laban, his mother's brother, and the sheep of Laban, his mother's brother, that Jacob went near and rolled the stone from the well's mouth and watered the flock of Laban, his mother's brother. And Jacob kissed Rachel and lifted up his voice and wept. And Jacob told Rachel that he was her father's brother, and that he saw Rebekah, he was Rebekah's son. And she ran and told her father. And it came to pass, when Laban heard the tidings of Jacob, his sister's son, that he ran to meet him and embraced him and kissed him and brought him to his home. And he said, Laban, all these things. And Laban said to him, Surely thou art my bone and my flesh. And he abode with me him the space of a month. And Laban said unto Jacob, Because thou art my brother, shouldst thou therefore serve me for naught? Tell me, what shall thy wages be? And Laban said, Laban had 2 daughters. The name of the elder was Leah, and the name of the younger was Rachel. Leah was tender-eyed, but Rachel beautiful and well-favored. And Jacob loved Rachel and said, I will serve thee 7 years for Rachel, thy youngest daughter. And Laban said, It is better that I give her to thee than that I should give her to another man. Abide with me. And Jacob served 7 years for Rachel, and they seemed unto him but a few days for the love he had to her. And Jacob said unto Laban, Give me my wife, for my days are fulfilled, that I may go in unto her. And Laban gathered together all the men, the places, and made a feast. And it came to pass in the evening that he took Leah his daughter and brought her to him. And he went in unto her. And Laban gave unto his daughter Leah Sapar his maid, for a handsmaid. And it came to pass in the morning, behold, it was Leah. And he said to Laban, What is this thou hast done unto me? Did not I serve with thee for Rachel? Wherefore thou hast thus beguiled me? And Laban said, It must not be done in our country, to give the youngest before the firstborn. Fulfill her week, and we will give thee this also for the service which thou shalt serve with me yet 7 other years. And Jacob did so and fulfilled her week, and he gave Rachel his daughter to wife also. And Laban gave to Rachel his daughter Bilhah his handmaid to be her maid. And he went in also unto Rachel, and he had loved also Rachel more than he did Leah, and served with him yet 7 other years. And when the Lord saw that Leah hated, he opened her womb, but Rachel barren. And Leah conceived and bare a son, and she called his name Reuben. But she said, Surely the Lord hath looked upon my affliction. Now therefore my husband will love me. And she conceived again and bare a son, said, Because the Lord hath that I was hated, he hath therefore given me this son also. And she called his name Simon. And she conceived again and bare a son, and said, Now this time will my husband be joined unto me, because I have borne him 3 sons. Therefore was his name called Levi. And she conceived again and bare a son, and she said, Now will I praise the Lord. Therefore she called his name Judah, and left bearing.